The origin of monkey. Long before time was counted in days, before the sun knew its duty to rise, and before rivers knew their course, the universe was a silent sea of dreams. From that silence came the first breath, a whisper carried by the wind of eternity. From this breath, the heavens unfolded like the petals of a cosmic flower. Stars blossomed and sang in the night sky. The sun, a fiery spirit, rose to give warmth. The moon, a silver guardian, softened the darkness. The earth below stirred. Mountains lifted their heads, rivers traced silver paths, and forests grew thick with vines and leaves. Every corner of the world was touched by spirits, spirits of water, fire, air, and stone. Together they shaped the living world. But the gods, seated high in their celestial halls, looked upon this creation and wondered, what is joy without laughter? What is life without play? The world was beautiful, but it was too quiet. The forests swayed, the rivers danced, yet there was no mischief, no laughter to echo through the valleys. So the gods decided, they must create beings that would embody not just strength or wisdom, but also playfulness and freedom. And so, the seeds of the monkey's origin were sown. Among the gods there was one unlike the rest. He was young, restless, and filled with mischief. His name was Hanari, the spirit of laughter. While the elder gods shaped order, Hanari loved to bend rules, turning solemn songs into riddles and rituals into games. One day Hanari gazed down at earth. He saw humans molded from clay and breath, walking proudly but carrying heavy hearts. He saw lions fierce with pride, eagles soaring with wisdom, elephants guarding the earth with memory. Yet none danced freely, none laughed for the sake of laughter. The world needs children who never grow old in spirit. Beings who play among the trees, who laugh even when the sky is heavy. Creatures that remind humans that life is not only survival but also joy. So Hanari descended from heaven, carrying a spark of divine flame and a drop of river water. From clay and starlight he shaped the first form, not quite human, not quite beast. He gave them nimble hands to grasp, long tails to balance, and eyes bright with curiosity. He blew laughter into their lungs and they awoke with chatter and play. Thus, the first monkeys were born in the gardens of heaven. But their mischief was boundless. They swung from the pillars of the gods, plucked fruits from sacred trees, and even teased the sun by tugging at its golden rays. The elder gods scolded Hanari, but secretly they could not help smiling. For whenever the monkeys laughed, the heavens themselves echoed with joy. The gods soon realized that heaven was too small for these playful beings. Their laughter shook the halls of the divine, and their mischief upset the order of celestial duties. So Hanari brought them down to earth. The monkeys awoke in the forests of the mortal realm. They marveled at towering trees, tasted sweet fruits, and leapt from branch to branch. Their hearts were light, their bodies agile, and their minds curious. Unlike humans, they felt no burden to build kingdoms or carve stone monuments. Unlike lions, they did not seek crowns of dominance. Instead, they chose freedom. Their temple was the forest canopy, their songs the chatter of their voices, and their throne the endless sky between branches. The monkeys became the messengers of the gods. Their role was not to deliver laws or commandments but to remind humans of play, joy, and the sacred bond with nature. Their laughter healed sorrow, and their clever tricks taught lessons sharper than words. But joy is never without trial, and soon the monkeys faced their first great challenge. The elder gods, testing Hanari's creation, sent trials upon the monkeys. First came the flood of forgetfulness. The rivers swelled, drowning the lowlands. Many creatures wept, but the monkeys, quick to learn, climbed the tallest trees, their hands gripping, their tails balancing. They survived by swinging above the waves, learning that the forest canopy would forever be their refuge. Then came the fire of hunger. The earth dried, fruits vanished, and animals grew desperate. But the monkeys, clever and resourceful, discovered secret treasures. Roots beneath the soil, insects hidden in bark, and honey guarded by bees. They learned to adapt, finding food where others starved. Finally came the storm of darkness, when the sky was covered with endless clouds. Many animals grew fearful. But the monkeys, undeterred, played in the rain, chased each other through the fog, and laughed until the storm passed. The gods looked down and saw. These beings could endure hardship not with brute force but with joy and cleverness. Their laughter, even in trial, kept the balance of the world. Seeing their resilience, the gods made a sacred pact with the monkeys. The forest would be their eternal home. In return, the monkeys would guard the secrets of the wild, fruits, seeds, rivers, and trees. Wherever monkeys lived, the forest would remain alive. Respect the monkey, for it carries the spirit of laughter. Harm not the forest, for the monkey is its guardian. Listen to its chatter, for it carries hidden wisdom. From that day, many villages believed that to see a monkey at dawn was a sign of good fortune. In temples, monkeys became sacred companions of gods. In folktales they appeared as tricksters, teachers, and guides. The monkeys had found their purpose, not rulers, not servants, but guardians of joy. But the story did not end there. The monkeys spread across the earth, guided by the winds of Hanari. Each land shaped them differently. In the mountains, monkeys grew thick fur to guard against the cold. In the jungles, they developed long tails to leap from tree to tree. In the deserts, they learned to survive with little water. In distant islands, some grew golden coats that shone like the sun. Each tribe carried the same spark of laughter, but each told the world in a different way. Wherever they went, humans noticed how much the monkeys resembled themselves. Hands that could grasp, eyes that held mischief, families bound by love. It was said that humans and monkeys were like siblings, one walking the earth with burdens, the other swinging free in the trees. Time moved forward. Kingdoms rose and fell. Humans built cities, forged weapons, and sought power. But the monkeys remained in their forests, unchanged in spirit. Even now, when a monkey's laughter echoes through the jungle, the old ones say it is Hanari reminding the world that joy is sacred. When monkeys steal fruit from markets or play tricks on travelers, it is not mere mischief. It is the spirit of life reminding humans not to take themselves too seriously. Monkeys became symbols of many things. Mischief because they bend rules with cleverness. Wisdom because their play hides lessons. Freedom because they cannot be tamed. Family because they live in close tribes caring for their young. And so, the origin of monkeys is not just a tale of creation. It is a mirror held up to humanity. For within their eyes humans see themselves, not as kings or slaves, but as children of the earth who once knew how to laugh without reason. The story ends where it began, in the breath of eternity. The monkeys, born of laughter, still leap between earth and sky, eternal reminders that life, above all, is meant to be lived with joy.